Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I am accompanied by Mrbaby. The thumbnail might seem a bit clickbaity, so I apologize for that. But basically, the whole topic is how do the crossover category allies and units fare up to today's categories and units? So, again, how are you doing today, Mrbaby? We'll start off with that.
I'm doing pretty good, man. This is actually the first time that I'm seeing the face cam in live action, bro. So this is actually pretty dope. It's like I'm watching a video while recording at the same time.
Yeah,
but I
it's
appreciate you
nice.
having me on.
Of course, man. Of course. And just like I mentioned, I know like everybody's gonna look at the thumbnail and be like, "What are you talking about?" No, it's just I wanted to make a discussion video talking about all the new units that came out, like the Super Saiyan 4s, Toa, and how they fare against previous Dokkan Fest. We're not gonna do like recent Dokkan Fest because I think that's gonna be unfair. But like we could like go to like Gotenks and Boo and be like, how do these guys fare against them? So one thing is I definitely want to talk about Super Saiyan 4 Vegito. To some which say he's not the greatest. And after doing a couple of videos on him, I took him into the Legendary Goku event. I took him into Extreme Super Battle Road. I don't think he fares very well against like any of the newer units. How do you feel about him?
Honestly, I mean, when he was first coming out, Super Saiyan 4 Vegito, I'm thinking this guy's about to be amazing defensively, take double digits anywhere. And unfortunately, he does take quite a bit of damage. And I agree with you. He's not like he doesn't live up to the Super Saiyan 4 Vegito name, right? Especially when you compare him to the other Vegetos currently in the game. Super Saiyan 4 Vegito, extremely hype, but to me, he's more of like a support type unit, as you can tell.
He's meant to be a support, but like in terms of defense and in terms of the category that actually is a support unit for. So when I took him into Extreme Super Battle Road, let's take a look at Super Physical. These are the super physical units that would get it. Are you going to be running any of these guys in Extreme Super?
Well, for crossover, you can run Vegeta because Vegeta can work in there. Vegeta does do a lot of damage.
Yeah, he does.
No, you're not doing. You're not running a Raleigh. You probably don't even have it.
So, like in terms of that, there was an issue. And then when I took him into the Legendary Goku event, I didn't even bother doing the crossover team because, in terms of defensive units, I mean, Gohan's great defensively. If you're rocking 4 category in Giant Ape category allies, and what Giant Ape category allies do we got? We'll jump over there real quick. We got Super Saiyan 4 Broly, we have him, and we have Bardock, and we have Vegito right now. We don't have Gogeta yet.
And Gohan.
So we have those 4, but like none of them are that great defensively besides Gohan. Like Bardock is great.
I think Gohan is definitely, and it's crazy because Gohan is the one without a freaking awakening. And I did a whole showcase on my channel, and I said like, dude, he has 140% defense, which is same as Tech Ultimate Gohan, by the way. All right.
Yeah.
And then 40% damage reduction, which is similar to Gohan's guard. So Gohan, without even having awakening, in my opinion, is one of the best heroes units that literally just dropped. So
yeah, I think Gohan is one of my favorites for sure. But it's just like the fact of the matter is like you need 4. It's not 3. It's 4. Giant Ape category. And honestly, Giant Ape is solid, but a lot of the
if you've been playing it for a while, I have no doubt in my mind that you can build a full grade A power team because scroll down a little bit. So if you see this category, I mean, a lot of these LRs are free to play, but these grade 8 units, like the grade 8, like the Toa, the Bardock, all those units have been around for ages. So unless you've been bobbing your units, which we've been saying,
which you shouldn't,
don't bob at any single unit. You should have them. If you've been playing since the 4-year anniversary, you pulled Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Super Saiyan 4, Vegeta. This is not a category that I would say is extremely hard to build. But since it came a little early on global, we don't have Gogeta just yet. We don't have that new free to play, Vegeta. It can be a little bit tough, but again, I think that if you've been playing for a really good amount of time, the category is not bad, right? That's not bad, but you want to run Super Saiyan 4s, really.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like the way to run Gohan, it's very difficult. Because it's not difficult here. Obviously, if you have Gogeta, but we don't have Gogeta yet. So that's kind of like we have to Global's in a tough spot in that situation. Because when I took Gohan into Extreme Super Battle Road, what Super Int units that we have? I mean, Kid Goku's alright. This guy Shugesha's fodder. We're missing Gogeta, and I mean this LR could be solid, but it's like they're not great defensively. So utilizing Gohan is a pain. Like they want you to run all these units on crossover, which is fine. I'm just critiquing what they gave us, and after using all of them in different events, different videos, Legendary Goku event crossover, none of them besides I have not used this guy, but I did watch your video because he does well for Extreme Super Battle. This guy does well.
Yeah, he helped me know how to run both, so like he's insane.
Yeah, I'll show you another 2 good units for Extreme Super Battle. This is a rotation, so I did a video rocking him and Toa as a rote. And basically it works out because then he gets guarding against all attacks when he's next to Toa. He gets hit, he gets his extra defense, he lowers enemy attack and defense, and then guess what? Toa also lowers attack, and then she seals. So it's like, when you rock them as a rotation in Extreme Super Battle Road, without any items, they were taking double digits at some points.
Yeah.
Because of all the lowering attack that they were doing. So this as a rotation is pretty solid for Extreme.
Yeah.
In terms of Legendary Goku event, no.
I think for the best crossover team that I've seen work, in my opinion, is you have Super Saiyan 4 Vegito linked up with Super Saiyan 4 Broly. People are gonna disagree with me, but Broly is, I think, the best unit of this, or he's top tier for sure within these new units, because again, he may not have the best defense at the start of turn, but he gets 40% defense from Vegito, okay, and then he gets 140% defense on super attack, which is, I think if you scroll down, it tells you the exact percentage that he actually gets. But I think, scroll down a little bit lower there. No, it doesn't say it there. But usually it'll say that
defensively he could. The thing is about Broly, I'm with you, man. Broly's probably my favorite unit because the only thing that sucks about him is that you cannot take him into Extreme Super Battle. You can.
Oh no, you can't. 100%. I agree. I agree.
For Extreme Tech, but Legendary Goku event, if you do a giant ape, he could definitely do work. He does a lot of damage. But the one thing that I do have an issue with the Dragon Ball Heroes units, they're all just basically good for like Dokkan events. That's literally what these guys are all made for.
Dude, I was saying 100% right. I was saying that a lot of these units, they don't. I was so surprised to see that none of these units were stacking. I mean, I know the Super Mirror does, but I'm talking like the Super Saiyan Force. None of them stack defense.
None of them.
None of them stack defense. None of them stack attack. Like I'm like. So where's the longevity, like the Dokkan longevity, within these units? Like why, like, you see what I'm saying? I was really expecting at least like Broly to stack attack. If Broly stacked defense, he would be absolutely amazing, dude. It's like, I don't know, man. I was really expecting a lot of these units to be better for longer events. Don't get me wrong, Demon God Deborah is amazing for SBR. But I do agree with you that a lot of these other units, they're not built for the current meta in the game, right? Like they're good, right? But when Vegito takes almost 300 can of super attack from a Dokkan event in today's, age, from unit who doesn't have type advantage, by the way, that's not what I'm looking for personally. I don't know about you, but that's not what I'm looking for.
I completely agree, bro. It's definitely not what I'm excited about. And I think that's a huge flaw with this category. And talking about it in terms of everyday categories, right? I do like the crossover. I do. I think it's a good cap because he's a great support unit. But in terms of other units and other categories, I said it last night when I was talking to Hydros. I was like, look, dude, I'm not using this again. After the celebration, I'm not going to use crossover.
Yeah, I'm definitely using Grade 8. I'll tell you that. I love running full monkey chest slaps, type, banana
it's
stuff.
It's great with Gogeta. And that's
true.
The issue that we don't have. And
yeah,
you're not going to catch me running this team again for a long time. Like in videos and stuff like that. Like when I ran Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, I did it on Battle of Wits. When I did Darkness Toa, I did it on the also Battle of Wits, because I used her as a support unit on the Legendary Goku event. She did work. She helped out a bit. So, but in terms of I don't know. It's just like a weird team. It almost feels like a free to play team at some points, because I'm like, when I rock it and I'm looking at the damage numbers, I'm just like, this isn't really that crazy.
It's not, and again, I have to give credit because Vegito giving 170% is not something we've seen before. Like last year, it was Fu giving 130%, which really made the team, like the Dragon Ball Heroes team, feel really lackluster. Like it wasn't far, but 170% now. A lot of these units are doing crazy damage, but it's just that they're doing crazy damage in events that we don't need them to, right? We need to see them. We need to see a Broly who massively raises defense, stacking infinite, and then just obliterates every single stage of Legendary Goku.
Well, we do have a Broly that does that It's the physical EZA super
Yeah,
legendary
well,
Broly.
he just stacks defense. He does. I'm saying massively stacked defense, like 80% defensive stack
So like
every single time.
like a
he's
Gohan
super
unit for Broly.
better than that. Yes, that's what I need.
Okay,
That's what I
okay.
need to
I feel
see.
that. I feel that. I feel that. I get it.
Super Saiyan 5, bro. There you go. That's what we need to see, dude.
Dope,
Honestly, in my
dope.
opinion.
So in terms of that, then, where would you like? Is a crossover category better than like, let's say, Majin Power? Is that like looking at these
See-
smaller categories in terms of power, right? In terms of power, not like what units you could use, but in terms of power, where does crossover even like stand? Like, is it better than Exploding Rage because you have Beerus and like the AGL Rose and Broly, stuff?
Honestly, I don't think it's even top 10, bro. Because again,
It's not top
like
10 at all.
Realm of Gods, right? Realm of Gods, Kamehameha. I'm not saying it's in order, by the way, but Realm of Gods, Kamehameha, Majin Power is definitely up there. Majin Buu Saga is literally disgusting right now, right? Majin Buu Saga is on a whole another level right now. I mean, what other categories like Super Saiyan? Super Saiyan is really good. Final Trump card is also really good. These categories, like when you compare them to crossover, it makes crossover basically look like crap, right? It's not,
Exactly.
and sure, I guess you can make the argument that crossover isn't supposed to be the best category in the game, but dude, it would have been really nice to see like more
power.
just more offensive, just pure monkey grade ape shit type of thing. That's what I wanted to see from this,
I
bro.
see. I see what you mean, and they didn't really do that. Even the new free to play unit, I'm not a huge fan of him.
Oh, I haven't. Yeah,
I did my showcase video of him yesterday, and like he's even as a free to play unit, he's pretty mid. Honestly, like he's not great defensively, he's not great offensively. Like he was able to hit 1,000,000, but like I had to go through like great lengths to do that. But like I like last year's more because they both stacked. I liked Great Saiyaman 4, he stacked defense, and then the Cumber card stacked attack and defense.
Yes.
Well,
yes,
actually, both of them stacked attack and defense. So I don't know why they didn't do that for him.
I mean,
his design's weird. His links are weird. I think, all in all, with all the new units, dude, after using them in so many videos, because I have them all scheduled out, I'm like,
so you just feel tired of him at this point. Like
I'm
you just burnt out.
disappointed getting destroyed on each event that I take him into. That's more like it. It's like I just see Toa getting destroyed. I see Vegito taking like 70k from normals. Bardock taking 50k from normals. Gohan taking 50k from normals. Broly was like the only like fun unit. Like I actually had a good time with him. But like the other ones, I'm just like, it's not there. Like Vegito's raising defense for one turn is not good enough.
Yeah,
it's not good enough.
I mean, as long as I agree. Now let me ask you though, what? Not in terms of like, okay. How should I ask this question? What would you need to see from the next Dragon Ball Heroes or crossover category collab, like next year? What would you need to see
for them to?
Or what would you want to see for this category, not only to be one of your favorites, but one of the best in the game?
Super Saiyan God Trunks. I think a Realm of Gods type of thing, like, Super Saiyan God Trunks. Do
Blue Gogeta.
Grand Priest Goku. Grand Priest Goku would be cool to throw in there. Have him with his little outfit.
Wait, you know what I just realized? You know what I just realized? We don't have a standalone. I mean, I feel like I could be wrong, but we don't have a standalone Gogeta Blue in the game.
No, not yet. That could be in that. Like, we will get one, but no, not yet. We don't have a standalone. They're waiting. They're waiting to do that, but 100% we will get one in the future. There's no doubt.
So Realm of Gods, if they want to do Realm of Gods next year, it could be like just like you said.
Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta.
Yes, and then Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4. They have God Key, right?
Yes, they do. They are both.
So the Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4s. Yes, so both Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4s. So Goku and Vegeta, right? Then the God Trunks, Blue Gogeta. Why the frick not? Blue Gogeta. And then who else would you like to see from that? Like Hearts would be pretty cool to see. I'm not gonna lie.
Hearts would be cool. I mean, they could do like how they did it this year. Like add like 4 Super Saiyan, God-esque units, and then drop 2 like random ones, like the extreme guys, like the like maybe
Kami Orin.
Yeah, they could do something like that. I do like this how they did it this year, in terms of changing it up a bit, because we did get this Demon Goddess Toa and Deborah, and I think that is pretty interesting.
Yes.
Those are definitely like the units I was most excited about. This guy was kind of like a letdown. On paper, it looks so crazy, but when I used him,
I agree. He wasn't as good as I thought he could be.
No, I haven't used this guy yet either. That's the thing that kind of bothers me. Why he's
on JP though, so he's awakens.
The thing is, it's like, why are these guys not in the general pool if they're not crazy, right? That's kind of like the weird part, because like none of these guys are like, honestly, I'm gonna say it right now, and the people could quote this. I like some banner units more than these guys, easily.
Like what? Give you one banner unit.
AGL Skinny Boo, one.
Oh, I mean, I can't say nothing about that. You're absolutely
AGL Krillin. I like AGL Krillin.
Who's not on global yet, but sure. Yes,
he's very good too. Maybe like in terms of like, I'm saying like overall like utility, right? Bergamo, I would much rather use Bergamo in most events than these guys. Yeah. The Goten and Trunks cards, the new ones that just came out on global, those are definitely very good as well.
It's true.
Maybe I won't say they're better than like Vegito and Broly, but I would probably say
they're definitely not, but they're pretty solid. 100%.
So like I had more fun running those cards than these, 100%. Which is crazy. It's just burnout, and also just not seeing like the power. Like every video I ended off with like, don't use this character here. Every video I've done for like Extreme Super Battle Legendary Goku, I'm like, do not use them. Don't. It's not worth it. I'm doing it for content, but it's not worth doing it.
I would say the only one that's worth it, and Demon God Deborah. All right, I have 3 dupes.
Demon God Deborah, and then Toa and the Masked King. You could definitely rock in Extreme Super Battle as well. Just those 3. Broly you can't use. Gohan you can't use. Bardock you can't use. And Vegito you can't use. So like,
and if next year if we get the Awakenings, because I've been saying, Gohan and Bardock are going to be the best.
Well, we're not going to get their Awakenings next year, which that hurts the most. That
how do you know?
Because how they're doing it is they're going from the first years. So this year we got the first Dragon Ball Heroes banner. Finally, we got these guys Awakenings. We got these, Demigra and Mira. So next year is going to be the fusion ones. It's going to be this guy. There's going to be one of them like Gotenk Xeno. Where's fusion at? There's a bunch.
I guess. Yeah.
You see how they did it this year? That's how I'm viewing it. He already has.
That's definitely a good point. Hopefully,
like,
that's a good point.
Next year is going to be like the weird year. It's going to be what we got from last year's Awakenings that didn't get. So. Where is he? There's another.
So you're saying by year 7 or approaching year 8 is where we're gonna see.
Year 7 is when we're gonna see the Awakenings for Gohan and Bardock. It's ridiculous. Unless like they get crazy.
Well, actually no, wait. We're getting on year 6, right? So next year we'll be approaching the 7th year anniversary.
So yeah, next year we're gonna get this Gotenks thing awakened.
So when we're approaching the 8th year anniversary of Dokkan, that's what you're saying.
We're gonna get these guys awakened next year. It's how I'm viewing it, not you. But like,
so what you're saying is when we approach the 8th year anniversary of Dokkan, we're going to see the Awakenings for Super Saiyan 4 Gohan.
Just like these guys right here, which sucks because I thought they were going to awaken them. I thought it was like, okay, they're going to do last year's. I didn't realize they didn't awaken like half the ones from the first year. I think that's what it was, and which we did get a lot of new awakenings. So it was like what, like 12?
It was a lot. It was a lot.
So next year we'll possibly see that, which is crazy because like it's like I don't even want to. It's like we're gonna forget about these cards, and by the time they get Awakenings, just like these guys, I mean.
Okay, but wait for a second. How about because again, remember, on JP, they did awaken.
They could do that. They could do it randomly.
The Toa, exactly. So the Toa,
that would be a surprise though.
Yes, I know, but they can do something like that where they just randomly awaken some. Because again, this is for crossover category. This isn't for Dragon. Are they on Heroes? They're not on Heroes, right? Yeah, they're not on Heroes, which is so weird. But they're on crossover category, so they still fit on the team. But they can. So they next can year
they could do that. They could do a banner with like Bardock and Gohan, and do like how they did it this year, where they put these guys on there. But I don't know, right? Like that's kind of like a gray area right now at the moment, but it could happen. And I don't know. I'm just expecting the worst to come, but I would love for them to get Awakenings because they're like the only like they're so interesting as SSRs, right? So
100%.
that's kind of like the issue. But you know, just to kind of wrap up the video, my honest opinion, none of these units really stand a candle to any unit that we've gotten in like in the last year and a half. I would almost say, because Dokkan's been pretty crazy with power creeps, and these units. I mean, we have. I understand that they can't make these guys like broken, but just like Mrbaby said, why couldn't any of them stack defense? Why was that so hard to give like stacking defense to Gohan or to Bardock, or stacking attack or stunning? None of these guys stun besides Deborah. He's the only one that stuns. Like,
they could have definitely made these units a little bit different, made some of these units more viable in certain modes in the game, since there are just so many modes right now. Again, Demon God Deborah is the only unit that you can use outside of a freaking Dokkan event and still, you know, do really, really well. Infant Dragon Ball history, depending on the stage, you'll get mowed down. Legendary Goku event, Vegito's gonna get destroyed against UI. It's just not. And then the counter for Vegito's really sick. You know, for me, it doesn't happen as much as I wanted to, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, man. I mean, I really enjoy what they did this year, though. I'm not gonna lie. I love the Super Saiyan Force. I'm gonna continue running the Super Saiyan Force. Like you said, the crossover category, but I'll definitely keep running the Super Saiyan Force. I really enjoyed what they did this year, but I really hope that next year they keep up, or even maybe go crazy with power creep for the heroes, or even the crossover thing.
Yeah, no, I agree. I 100% agree with you, man. And thanks so much for coming on. We did just hit that nice 20-minute mark. So guys, in the comments, let us know how you feel about these units. Are they great? Are they mid? Do you see something else that I'm not seeing? You know, definitely just kind of have that discussion. You know, there's no wrong answers. If you guys like them more than I do, power to you. I just personally am not the biggest fan. And again, Mrbaby, thank you so much for coming on. The links will be for Mrbaby's channel will be in the description, so definitely check his stuff out. He has a collab miss coming up in the next 6 days, launching December 1st. So
yes, sir.
definitely,
Yes, sir.
I will be in one of them, so make sure to check them out, and a bunch of different content creators as well. So definitely, Mary on the way over there and start giving them some love. So guys, thank you for all the support. We'll see you guys in the next one. Take care and peace out.
Peace.